Hello, this is GameWizard001 with part 2 of my Dark Souls run. If you'll just bear with me a moment here, I'm just getting my comments section up. There we are. Okay, so that was loud. Yep, starting offline mode. So last I was on yesterday, I got to the first Bell of Awakening in the Undead Church. I killed the Taurus Demon, the Gargoyle, made my purple-haired, goofy sorcerer happy bastard. Wave to the people happy. Amazing. I also got the Drake Sword. Though he is a sorcerer, I only have Soul Arrow, which is kind of limited so far. And this is take too long to climb down. I don't feel like it. So I'm just going to go to Firelink Shrine. That should be good. So there's a couple of extra bits now that I need to take care of, because the next stop is the Bell in Blight-Town, the bottom of Blight-Town. But a lot of things need to happen before I can even venture that, so that's pretty much what this stream is going to focus on, is the build-up towards Blight-Town. So this will take me a minute. First, let's talk to this sorry bastard.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You
Yes.
never give up, do you?
Nope.
I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
He's of course referring to Blight-Town.
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it. Well, I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen.
I swear to God, that last bit of that line should have come with a wink and a nod.
Hmm? I'm not...
Okay, so he's done. Now I need to talk to Haircut. I don't need to, but I like to keep these things. Oh, they're not here yet. Okay, fine.
Oh my. Oh, I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
No, why the hell would I do that?
That is a shame. Speak to me.
You let me do it. Will you do it again now?
Oh, what is it?
Nope.
That is a speak.
The stupid thing is this stupid bastard will first want me to give him souls for the privilege of learning his spells, except all he's really doing is giving me access to his inventory, which I will still have to pay for. He'll teach me, but first I have to pay for the, privilege of just seeing what he has. Stupid bastard. Alright, so, next stop is down below. I need a specific thing. I want to get my Estus Flask to +2. Now, basically what I'm going is down below in New Londo. It's basically a literal ghost town. I'm not going to actually go into it proper, because that would be stupid. Actually, the next to Blight-Town is probably the worst place I could ever be. Think about it. I'm in that kind of still bad. Still very, very bad. Okay, so let's just actually excuse me. Take a look at this place properly. Everything I see here? It's flooded. The entire fucking place is flooded. There will be a story element later. take it, I believe, to the top of that building, maybe? Or, nope, the building over here. But either way, there's a building here with a guy on top of it who will actually explain why this place was flooded, why everything down here must remain sealed, but I will need to unseal it later. I'm not going to bother with these assholes, there's no need. It's actually a decent dex weapon, but not for me. It's actually more piercing. Once again, roll into the thing. Transient curse, it's good. I need to get this set up, so that needs to be there. Now, I'm not going to use that item, even though it will help me with the denizens in this place, the ghosts, because you can't actually attack them with normal weapons unless you're cursed. Whee! So what I'm going to do is just run like a madman, dodge like a motherfucker, once I get what I want, then I will leave, because fuck this noise. Now there's a plank here, so run across, it's fine. Yes, don't hesitate on moving that thing, it's going to be on no to start, move it over. You'll thank me for it. Okay, well, that went far, far better than I expected. Hello, new person. Thank you for joining me. I'm just getting prepared for Blight-Town. It's going to be a while. There, that's reinforced. That the hell off of there. Yeah. I only did that because I thought but I really don't. Which also, now that I think about it, I need to... Oh, I got quite a lot, actually. Let's just get you up to 15 and call it good. More than enough. For my purposes. Still not enough, but whatever. Now you just gotta think, Blight-Town, Blight-Town. Actually, what I need to do is go up top of the elevator. I need to go back to the asylum. Because Blight-Town has a poisonous pool that is also rough terrain, so you move very slowly. Pain in the ass to get through. At least which you will get poisoned, but at least if you get this one particular item, you'll be able to get through all that a little better. Sorry for not explaining that, but pretty sure if you just watch the video a little closely, you'll see everything you need to do to get through all this nonsense. Basically, just roll. That top bit there, you just eye yourself up properly and just roll. Don't jump, don't run and jump, just aim over it, roll, and you'll be fine. Now, this is something that, actually, I wonder if I should just wait until he's propped up, but no, fuck it. It's fine. The Crestfallen dude down below gives you a hint that if you come up here, you'll actually be carried away. So, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to wait. Because this is the only way to ever go back to the asylum. It is probably one of the few places that is not accessible from any point. Meaning that 99% of this world, actually 95% of this world, is accessible. Like, you won't need loading screens, you don't need to, like, you know, do weird, stupid things. You can get to anywhere from anywhere, just by walking there. However, the asylum and the DLC things, one more. Oh yes, the Painted World. Painted World, the asylum, and the DLC section, the expansion level, all require loading screen type modes. So back here from the beginning when I started, but those who are not paying attention, got some extra guests just wandering outside with fucking torches. Come on. Oh god, they're stronger. Why are they so much stronger? Also, I didn't really investigate intelligence, so these are not as strong as they could be. That did some more, minor amount of damage, mostly from fire. Because this is 100% damage reduction, the physical damage didn't happen, so we only got a minus. I'm avoiding the center because that is death. Come on, douchebag. Don't care for to be here for the asylum demon that's down below, the second one, more powerful one, and I'm not going to sit there. Ah, yes. So first I need to go up top. Actually, hey buddy, how's it going? Let's talk down here. So that was Oscar. Dude who helped me from before. He's having a rough kind of day. Oh. Ah. Come on. Do it again. Yeah, that's not happening, Oscar. Why are you camping? You're dumb. You're not dumb, are you? Follow, so your mind's not all there. Too clearly, are you? No, you're not. Get your shield. I think I get your shield. I get your shield. Sweet. Crystal shield. Ah! So it's basically... so this is to fire, what this is to magic. This is actually a very good shield too, except it weighs more than this one, so I'm not going to use it yet until I get more endurance to level up. I'll sit there just yet, so I'm just going to hold off on that. And this got reset. Of course it did. What's up, asshole? So basically, just kind of reason why I'm going up this way is because this one, I believe. He arrives on the west side of the second floor of the north prison. Found a key in Lordran to liberate this prison. Would he have the means or the heart to ever come back? So yes, this is the one. So this opens a door at the opposite end of this way. So I have to kill these stupid fucks. Okay, this sword is just going to carry me for quite some ways. So now there's two, that's what the other thing that changed here. But luckily he swung for a second. So it opens this one. Now, there's actually two things I'm going to get. First is this one. This is the more immediate thing. The rusted iron ring. This iron ring was used to shackle the guilty. It is terribly rusted and faintly stained with blood. Those who find this strange ring to their liking will be pleased to find it is easier to gain footing on poor ground, such as swamps. So, just wear that. So I don't have any better rings. Oh. No. That way. Oh, that way. Is he following? Okay, good. Because that would be terrible. Bad. Yes, I'll just go do this now and then take care of the other one on the way back. There's actually 2 Black Knights, or Dark Knights. No, Black Knights. Yeah. One is in the old cell, which I was in when I started. Is also guarding an item I need for much later in the game. I'll explain what that is once I've taken care of it. I need to concentrate because one wrong move, and I am very, very much dead. Well, come on. I've got all day. Yeah, if I didn't have this weapon, that wouldn't do as nearly as much damage. This sword makes me OP as fuck. Come on. It's probably dead, but normally I'd be able to kill this thing. Ah. See? There he is. He is just sitting there. And I didn't get any other red rooms. Damn it. Oh well. So this is new. I don't know how the hell this person got here. But this person found their way into my cell and left the peculiar doll. There you are. A strange doll with a strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. That helped me get into another place. And it wasn't DLC actually, it was part of this game. And it doesn't actually do anything for me in terms of like progression, but it does help explain this world a little more, at least particularly when it comes to a certain character / enemy. That character being Seath the Scaleless, the only surviving dragon from the long since past dragon war, actually no, genocide. He helped murder his other brethren, betraying them to Gwyn and the other lords with a capital M. That would be Nito and Isaac. He is called Seath the Scaleless because all dragons are immortal so long as they have their scales. Seath was mortal. He was going to die one day. But through his alliance with Gwyn, he found a way to obtain some pseudo form of immortality, which we'll go into further once we get there. Much, much later. Right now, to kill this bastard. Now, I really want his shield, because that is a far better fire-resistant shield than I have. I believe it's almost 85 to 90% reduction. I wouldn't mind pieces of his armor, or even his sword. But I'll settle for the shield. Damn. Okay. That's fine. There will be others. Okay. I believe that's everything I need to get from here. So, actually, I'm just going to go back up here, because rather than waste a homeward bow, I'm just going to let the raven do the work for me. I'm going to go back to where I want to be. And it's a lot more quicker to get back. I will probably only ever come back to this place once more to kill the Asylum Demon, but only if I wow, that's very dark. That is very dark for brightness. Well, it is Dark Souls, but it's only called Dark Souls for another reason. Not because of dimness. So, let's see. I guess let's just go down this way. We don't need to, but lets me get that item better. Here. Soul of the Lost Undead. That works. Wow, the frame rate dropped pretty bad. Going into an area where I'm going to find the sorcerer. So, I just need to think what else is there to do. So what else do you got to say, buddy?
Have you been to the ruins of New Londo below?
I have.
Just head down the stairs and take the lift. It's certainly worth a visit.
No,
it was once an undead city. You may find a clue or two. Unless the ghosts find you first.
They found me. I ran. I ran so far away. Actually, let me go see if the haircut is a troop of merry men and one out here. They are not. Okay. They probably won't appear until I fight the Capra demon. Which is probably where I'll end. So I need to think. I'm contemplating one thing. There is an item I will be able to get later, but I can also try and get it now. To get me up to 20 Estus flasks. Well, I'd probably be fine for now. Plus, I will only. Plus, I would need to get another item first. So I'm going to actually go do that now. Plus I will actually need poison-resistant items or poison cure items. That will be along the way anyway, so this is actually going to work out perfectly for me. Bullshit anyway. Wait from all this stuff is already more than I can handle. Sorry, I'm thinking like so many different steps ahead as well. It's like all these little things. Meager amounts. It's not meager at all. 96 souls is pretty good. Not worth grinding on, but it's decent. Going down into this area past Andre here, which will lead me to a forest, glen, woods, garden, whatever the hell they call it. Dark root garden into the dark basin. Just sit here. I need 3,000 something. It's 4,000. So that won't happen for a while. There's a few other items I would need to get in order to make. Great stuff.
You need it.
Well, if I have anything. I do, actually. Okay, great. Still not gonna do that just yet. But I'm gonna keep upgrading you, because eventually you're going to be. Actually, still be better. Okay, whatever.
Don't get yourself.
Yeah, don't get myself killed. Also, this bastard's going away, so that's why I was slightly reluctant to, come after him. He hits like a motherfucking sucker. Thankfully, this, oh, I got lucky on that roll. Do not ever get greedy, just do 2 hits at most. on. When he does that leap, roll away. Roll towards, roll away. It'll take you a little while if you have to roll away and then move in, but it beats getting hit by this guy because he will murder you if you're not careful, and very quickly I might add. Always keep your shield up because 100% damage reduction, some stamina, yes, but it beats dying. And done. And gives you Demon Titanite, which is very, very useful for upgrading boss weapons, if I recall correctly. That's right, I got Halberd down below. Fuck. So many things. So these things, these weird weed people, which I don't know if it's ever explained. Actually, no, I remember another YouTuber who played Dark Souls as well, Plague of Gripes, in case anybody's interested in his playthroughs. He basically gave the explanation that if you ever come across anything weird and strange in terms of creatures like that just like have no explanation of origin, Seath. That's the only explanation. It's because of Seath. He made weird abominations and monstrosities with his sorcery research. Because of that, he made weird shit. Actually, down below. Actually, there's another Dark Knight down below. But I'm not going to go after him just yet. I'm going to just stick to the task at hand. Shield up. Whenever you're moving into a new place, shield up. So you have no idea what the hell's coming for you. Nope. Ow. Oh, wow. Excellent. Purple moss clump, that's what I need. Purple moss clump, that helps with poison. I'm also going to try and get that upgrade because that's going to help me also with my poise, which is basically super armor. Meaning, poise is basically the stat that dictates how much damage you can take before you're staggered. If you take heavy hits, you can still roll away from it, do other things, but if your poise is broken, if your super armor is broken, then you start taking, then you start staggering, and then you have a recovery time, which is not good, which means enemies can start hitting you still while you're recovering. Also, see that little thing down in the corner? That's a bonfire. How do I get to it? Well, you come up to this wall and shortcut. Well, not shortcut, but hidden walls. They are everywhere in this place. Not just this place specifically, but the entire game. They are everywhere. Shortcuts and hidden places. Let's see here. I'm just going to keep putting stuff into intelligence a little more. Because again, that's going to aid me in my magic. That will be for later, not now. I'm not going to go into an explanation just yet, but that will be a very sad moment. Actually, it's going to be a very, very long time from now. That item is relatively useful. It's just a consumable item, but there are enemies in here. And when I take that item, they will pop up, and then they will stay popped up, which makes coming back here in case I die very troublesome. Only do that. You're done with everything else? So, for anybody new to this game, and they come here for the first time, do not let this place seem labyrinthian or confusing. Like, don't think you're going to get yourself turned around. It's actually a relatively small place. It's a circular area with a bunch of trees in the middle here. It's not that hard to get your bearings. Also, there's trees that are killable. I don't know if this is a season thing or if that's just the nature of this world, this place specifically. Because it is near a place called Ulasil, which will be talked about later, but also weird frog stingray things. Yeah, and also there's that stuff. Things just glitch through the world. Okay. Yeah, trees move. This thing doesn't do anything. It's just impeding progress, really. It does get you, and it doesn't come back. It's a unique enemy to it. It's not really an enemy because it doesn't do it. Okay, so there is a path right here. I'm not going to go there just yet because there are things in here that are going to pop up. There's also a armored dude, I think, around the corner there. Yes. You can vaguely see his feet. Can I prompt these other things? Yes. Awesome. Oh, hello. Almost had me there. Yeah, see? They're frog things with stingray bodies. And they also can be shoved off, unfortunately, relatively easily. Proud of this, actually, pretty good one. And they're only unique to this area, and this specific place as well. They're very weird. There's no reason for them. Absolutely none. I've noticed this. Oh. These ones, however, are pretty much like magical constructs. Oh, that's annoying. So what this guy is doing is basically making me very slow. And I can't roll. However, they're very easy to beat because they're very slow as well. They take forever to do things, they have a lot of defense, but if you have a dex-based weapon that's also pretty strong, you can actually get, kill them as easily as I did. You just have to get inside their zone, just get up close and personal, because then you'll be out of their reach, their range for their attacks. But also just keep your shield up anyway, just in case, because, just because you can get inside and be slightly outside their range doesn't mean you should be sleeping. And they give a decent amount of souls. A very decent amount, 600 per thing. So the wolf ring, that's what I need. And I'm just going to replace the old witch's ring, because that's not going to be relevant until I get done with Blight-Town. So, one of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The wolf ring belongs to Artorius, the Abyss Walker. Artorius had an unbendable will of steel, and was unmatched with a greatsword. This is very true. Nope. There we go. So, the 4 Knights of Gwyn. So these are basically the best of the best. These are the strongest warriors in Gwyn's employ. Artorius, Kyrian, who's the only female of the group, Goth, Eagle Eye Goth, who is blind, but he's not really, he's just wearing a helmet that's been crushed to a shit and he thinks he's blind, but he's actually not, because some asshole just put a helmet on him and he thought he was blind. Anyway, and then, oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. It's actually going to be a boss later. Fuck, I forgot his name. He's going to be a boss that's going to be coming up much, much later. Go. So, that ring gives me poise, as I was talking about earlier. Wait, oh, it did say that. Wait, shouldn't there be another one? Anyway. Ah, here you are. There we go. Give me some. Yes. Purple moss clump. So this is actually a great place to not only grind a little bit for souls, but also grind for those purple mosses that they drop. They actually drop them relatively frequently. You know, you have probably a higher percentage of getting them dropped than not. And they're abundant in this place, so if one doesn't drop, you're going to find another one that probably will. Now, the only problem I have with this area here is the fact that there's a lot of those things, but there's also a lot of those stone giant fuckers. Stone knight giant things that I was also fighting. And these things hit quick and hard, and they can also grapple you, which also sucks. You can kind of notice there's a snake thing here, which most people thought that it's part of the tree. No, it's an actual thing. See? Weak as fuck, can attack you, but don't really do much. And a partisan is just a slightly better spear, but most spears in this game not that great, really. So the reason I'm here in general, not just to get that ring, but to actually get an item. It's called an ember, a divine ember to be specific. And it basically helps me upgrade my weapons and gives it a divine element to them. So it's great for undead creatures, because there is an area that's totally dedicated to just undead skeletal things. There we go. And the reason why that's great is because there's enemies called necromancers, who basically, as long as they are alive, any skeleton you kill, quote-unquote, will just come back up within a few seconds after dropping. Also, because those things keep coming back up, you don't get souls. So you basically have a never-ending supply of enemies to come in after you. And you don't get any experience for killing them. Oh, there you are. The other one. Yeah, there's one in there as well. Shield, and start waiting this. Yeah, because he takes forever to do that spell, so it makes it easy to just start beating the shit out of him. Okay, so there's another one in here, along with those plant guys. This is an armor set I want to get, because maybe, just maybe I'll need it, but I'm going to try going for more lighter builds for this place. Okay, got you up, so I just want to drag you out over here. See, there's a big wide arc. That time he aimed directly for me. That's why you always got to have your shield up. Thankfully, when he dies, that spell just goes away immediately. Don't wake up, please. Drag this one out a little. I don't want to waken up the other ones. So just a little further, and I'll be fine. Oh, god damn it. Ow. Really? Really? Embarrassment. Also, yeah, if you lose all your stamina and you're still walking, guess what? That happens. They kill those two, but there is two more there. I need to kill them. Nah, I'm gonna leave them alone. And that's actually pretty much this entire area. Other than the next little spot over, that's the entire dark root garden that I'm in. It's actually good that I'm Wow, I'm losing my words here. It's a good thing I am unhollowed, that I'm human. Also, you never would know it because of the stupid bush, but there is a summonable NPC called Witch Beatrice. You never talk to her, but you can summon her. She actually never comes anywhere, you just find her body later on. After, it breaks apart when she gets summoned. She's actually going to be very useful for this boss here, because, while we both can use sorcery and can go pew-pew on this thing, hers is far more powerful than mine. Actually, this will be a great moment to use the crest shield, because that's an 80% reduction in magic, which is basically what that thing does. That is called the Moonlight Butterfly. It is a very pretty boss, very cool music, and very annoying. Also gives you the first boss song. Just take a moment in for that music. Yeah, I do 25. And she does fall. Thank God for the shield, because it's doing work for me. Oh shit. Come on. Oh good. So once it comes down here, two-hand your weapon, or just let her do a thing. I didn't realize I was doing... Actually, she was doing far more damage. I think they upgraded her. Humanity. I believe I already got the soul, didn't I? Yes, I get the soul of the Moonlight Butterfly. I've faced 2 other bosses, never got a soul. This is the first one you'll come across in the game. And this is an optional area. I didn't need to come here. Soul of the mystical moonlight butterfly, which flitters in the dark root garden. Special beings have special souls. The butterfly's soul is the creation of Seath the Scaleless. That's right, a dragon who studied sorceries created a weird, fucking pretty butterfly creature. Makes you think of Mothra from goddamn Godzilla. So this is like the souls. It can give you quite a bit of souls, but it's actually like the Firekeeper's soul, far more useful for a different purpose. As it's saying, used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. Now, I believe this makes a wand. Not a bow. No, it's a wand. Bows aren't really... There aren't very many unique, powerful bows in this game. Actually, there's only 1 or 2 unique, powerful bows in this game, and they require a lot of strength to wield them properly. And to get the arrows necessary for them is fucking hard. So... This guy looks familiar, doesn't he? Sure does, because it's the same goddamn model as Andre, except he's turned to fucking stone for some reason, because the Moonlight Butterfly is an asshole. Watchtower. Oh, okay, this is where I get it. Cool. And Divine Ember and a Homeward Bow. So, quickly, first, Divine Ember. Ember required for weapon ascension. Divine Embers are property of the church and intended for divine blacksmiths. Andre can use this. Ascends +5 standard weapon to divine weapon. Divine weapon can be reinforced to +5. Divine weapons are for undead hunting, used against undead in the pawns of necromancers. It's literally telling me use this for the catacomb areas. And the Watchtower basement key. Key to the basement of the Watchtower in the Undead Berg. So the tower I went up to get to the Tortoise Demon in the last stream, there is a door at the very, very bottom when I walked into that tower at the back end. This is the key to that. The basement of the Watchtower forms a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend. For his own good, of course. And I'm just going to go the bone now, because I don't want to go through all that bullshit. This will get me back to Andre. Which is exactly what I need to be. And now that I think about it, I need to actually... Oh, no. Back to Andre, just gets me back to here, that's fine. I should probably kindle this thing. If you're able to, try and kindle a bonfire to at least just once to get you 10. 10 is more than enough you'll need for most of this game. There is an item that gets you 15 and 20 for max, for Estus. But honestly, short of certain big areas, you're probably never going to be needing to heal if you just follow some simple rules of logic in these places. This game's actually not as hard as it is made out to be. It's a relatively simplistic action RPG game. It's just you gotta be paying attention. You can't freak out, you can't be like, oh my god, what's going on? Just pay attention. Use some simple logic. Every enemy is readable. Bloodborne follows a different set of logic though, so that you would need to, that is more panic-inducing. Let's be 1, 2, 3 levels. Cool. Also, you just go up into intelligence, but pop 2 into endurance, 1 into vitality. There we go. Still too heavy. Damn. Oh, it's because of that shit. Down there? Yeah, that was better. Much better. I think something dropped down there. I'll find out once the souls come, if they do. Boom. I love that this thing staggers these guys. Ah, that's actually good. That's for toxic. There's enemies in Blight-Town that get toxic. Oh god. Okay, so when they do the wind up, hit them, because they will murder you. Oh, that works. I don't get the item, but I don't care. I'm not going down back for him. That would kill me. Now there is a few other things I can get down there, but I'm not going to. I'll do that later. It becomes more necessary. Because this area is not, optional. I need to come down here eventually, but the Moonlight Butterfly pot, that was optional. I didn't have to go there. I can go through the catacombs and all the skeletons and things like that are down there. It just helps make things a lot easier. Okay, so now I need to start planning ahead a little more, because...
My, that's a rare ember you have there.
Yes, it is.
I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I can produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Certainly.
Well, thanks for that.
You've welcome.
Made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Well, considering I'm agreed with you, of course you're going to say I made a fine decision. 2 for that.
Don't get yourself...
Yeah, shut up. So, I need to get a lot of souls to buy a lot of Titanite. 1,600, and I need about 9. 9 times 1,600, that's... yeah, it's a lot. I'll probably get near as much as I think. As much as I can. Actually, I think it's about 8. I forget what... Look again.
Well,
How much does Titanite get? Oh, 200, or 800, so... Can I get 5, 6, 7, damn it. So let's just get started on this.
Don't get yourself.
So, it's gonna be a bit of a walk, unfortunately, for me to do this. Just do that. Actually, I don't need him for that. I just need to get the Titanite shard, so I can still upgrade. But when I need to finally use the him for the mace, that morning saw, because that's going to be very, very, very useful in the catacombs, because it actually breaks skeletons and makes them just crumple down, makes them easier to manage. This thing. Go the normal way for this. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the undead berg. Did they come yet? No, they didn't. Fuck. Alright. Whatever. Sup, you bastard? Oh, come on, I'm going today. Later, these bastards up here. Come here, ratty rats. People take for granted the ability to teleport in 2 and 3 because having to walk all the way around places, basically it forces a player to be very conscious of where you are and where you're going. That sounds very simple, and it is, but when you have to walk everywhere, it complicates things. It forces you to be more time management conscious. And picking and choosing your path. But of course, when you're just starting this game, it's really hard to do that, of course. This one. Also reinforce you. Should I? Can actually reinforce that one all the way. Nope, I'm going to invest in this thing now. There we go. Now I can get it to +5. I'll need more Titanite. Coming up here. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now I don't even need to drag this guy out because the sword does work. Like, now that I have the sword, there's very little that can actually force me to be strategic. I can just swing once and it's dead. Murders everything. got me, but poise ring does a lot for me. Especially when I have very little armor. That's actually what that ring is best for, is when you're having a lot of light armor that has little to no poise for it. It can actually help you out a lot. It can be the difference between life and death, really. Let's see how much that poise gives me. Yeah, that ring gives me 40. Without it, I have 0. So already it's doing far more work for me than a lot of things. Getting me behind. Go. Okay, now the real challenge, and the reason why that poise ring is going to be very important, because there's a guy down here. He's actually going to help me out greatly once I get his ring. But he's a very, very, very hard thing to beat, especially if I didn't have this sword. His name is Havel. Well, Havel the Rock. Now, there is some debate about whether or not this is actually Havel or just some dude who wears his armor, because apparently he led a lot of guys who wore very, very similar armor. He was pretty much like friends with Artorias and Gwyn, and really hated dragons. Even his weapon is this big giant, big giant dragon tooth that he wields like a club. Now, getting into a straight fight will take forever, so you just basically have to parry him. That sword does a lot of damage. Anybody else, that would have been almost death. And he has a high defense with this armor, so it's like ridiculously large. And if you parry too soon, that happens. Yeah. Well. Pwapes. So now I'm hollow. Well, hollow in appearance. Come on. That's right, go on. I always hate it when they do that giant leap that just lets them just jump across a field. There's that. Give me anything good? No, you don't. The only reason I'm getting these ones is because they will follow me, and I don't want that. A person could get a decent amount of souls just running through here. Come down. That. So for that run, 1,273 souls. If I don't take care of the other 3 that are on top throwing firebombs, or the one that's further in behind that little, doorway. So that's still quite a bit. And there's my souls that I got from before. And my humanity. There we go. Yeah, you don't even need to go down very far to get him to come after you. So it's all about timing. I'm waiting for him to get just about the start of his arc with that sword. And you can backstab him. I would highly recommend doing a combination of parrying and backstabs. Because trying to fight him one-on-one, swinging at him in any other capacity, is stupid and just suicide. Okay, one more, and... there we go. Much better than the one time before. So now he's gonna give me his ring. And also 3,000 silver, that's not nothing. So that ring, Havel's ring, this ring was named after Havel the Rock, Lord Gwyn's old battlefield compatriot. Havel's men wore the ring to express faith in their leader and to carry a heavier load. Which means every single one in his... This is where people think that this is actually isn't Havel. It's one of his men, his soldiers that he commanded. Because they all wore this ring, they probably all wore his armor, because this ring boosts your equip load. Which I'm going to do now. So it went from 57 to 85. That is huge. See? Let me just go put... Now this is without the ring. Can you see that difference? That is huge when it comes to rolling. You want to be quick and agile. You don't want them to be able to get a hit on you. You want to be able to just move around. Now I'm just going to open this place up. I'm not going down there because that is death right now. I am not strong enough yet to face what's down there. The minions, yes, but there's a creature down there that will murder me outright, no matter what equipment I have right now. I am not strong enough. So, now that I got that ring, I need to now go further up the tower, where I fought the tourist demon. Yeah, new people to this game will notice that there's a lot of backtracking in this game. Also, just help to kill these two up the top. Just because. Go. So that bridge right there, that's where I need to go. It's actually the spot at the end of the bridge there. I wonder if Solaire's still there. I'm sure he still is. He won't move until... Oh wow, he won't move until Anolondo. Wow. That's right, because I... Actually, yeah, because I can only... I'll summon him still later, but... Yeah, he won't move until... then. Yeah, he's still there. So that's for the basement key. I could go there, but that is death. Now that the dragon's there, I can't actually get very far. Yeah, no, this was the best way. I was thinking I could have gone from the last bonfire. There was a ladder up to that bridge. Except the dragon's there. And I would have to find a way to prompt him away from the bridge. Oh, before I go further... Remember how I said shortcuts abound? Shortcuts abound. Ah, this is why I should have killed that bastard. Oh well. So now I am... I have one Titanite shot, damn it. I really want to do that. Ah. I really need that, You know what? Let's just do that. Actually, no. I'll get... Damn it. Okay, that's what happens when I be in this site. So, I'm gonna have to come back here. I'm gonna have to go to Andre and all that other stuff. And there is actually a quick way to get back to him. But, that's for further development. Don't go too far in, because, dogs. Fucking dogs. And they give poison! I forgot about that. Well, fuck. never actually tried using the thing. 14. Doesn't seem really worth it, actually. Also heal.
Somebody! Please let me out of here. Somebody! Anybody! Help me! Unlock the door! Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Because you're a fucking idiot, that's why. Oh, that's why I need the residence key. Yeah. So, there's things in these barrels behind him. I'm going to talk to him in a moment, but these are more. Because he's kind of a prick. Oh. That's literally what I'm wearing. See, rolling into things doesn't actually harm people. It does, however, break barrels. Because there's going to be a guy who does pyromancy who's going to be locked in a barrel, and some idiot's going to swing at him. Don't swing at the guy in the barrel, just roll into the barrel. Anyway.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
You're welcome.
Oh, hello. I'm fine. I have my sorcery. Besides, I have an important task at hand.
Yeah, he's looking for Big Hat Logan, his, quote, mentor, but the dude doesn't want anything to fucking do with him. Come on. See, this guy wants to party. Ah, excellent. I'll go through at the same time. Oh. Hi. Actually, just stay right there. I've got something for you. Go fuck yourselves. Twin humanities. Okay, now, moving on. There's a few more things here. Ah, can't. Fine. See, normally I would have been able to just attack through the wall and... First, let's just give myself some distance from them. Ow! Well, fuck. And I keep getting blood loss because they're assholes. Fan-fucking-tastic. Alright, well, I'm glad I at least got the shortcut opened up. Oh. 2 seconds. Come on. There. One dude come out. Both. Yeah, and this thing is just confusing as hell. All that, and then that. Alright. Now, good news is those doors are now open, so it should be much easier to manage. I think there was 4 dogs. There we go. See, now you're not so tough now, are you? No, you're not. Follow thieves' tights. There, no. There, yes. I believe that's the mail breaker. Okay. Anything in there? Nope. Now more thieves will be 2 seconds. There. A second. Oh god, I'm gonna need to sneeze. Sorry. Damn it. Get the fuck back. Ow! Fuckers. It's really hard to parry. Oh, another dog. I knew there's 4. Fucking hit you. Hey, Faye. Motherfucker, you are hard to look at. Okay. Ah, the thief's equipment. There we go. Actually, I'm going to wear that. Because it'll make me quiet. It's actually far better for me. It doesn't give me poise, but it does make me quieter and lighter. To the point where I don't even need that. But I'm gonna keep it anyway. Really wish I found the, Oh, that won't be until the cat. Damn it. Okay, so this is where I will fight the Capra Demon. Fuck. First, there's a thing I need to do. Sorcerer, thief clothes, heavy weapon. Yeah, I don't make a lick of sense. So now I have access to a merchant, who's very, very useful.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
Phrasing? And creepy laughter. So, let's see here. There's actually quite a bit I could use from her. I really don't need the fire arrows, though. I do need purple moss clumps and blooming purple moss, more specifically. So I'm going to get 9. So I'm going to get 4. Oh, come on. I want to get 4. And I can get 10 of those. Yeah. You can only get 1 of those, so that's fine. mean, I could have grinded for those things, but and these things, but I need at least something to start with.
Come again if you please.
Now I want to sit at the firelight shrine bonfire. So then I will have far greater access to. Because actually there actually is only one bonfire down there, and that's further in the what's it called? Wow, come on, hit. Really? Yeah. Didn't prompt the animation first. Go. Use that ring now. The evil eye ring, which is actually going to be in where I'm going next. First I need to kill the Capra demon before I can go anywhere else. Also, he's here. Forgot that. I definitely forgot that. I went out of my way to find him, and I forgot that he was here. That's how forgettable of a person he is. Got it?
Oh, hello. I regret meeting you under such compromising circumstances. At least we both made it back unscathed. Incidentally, would you care to learn any sorceries? You're clearly talented, and besides, I owe you. Of course, we will require some materials, but I'm happy to teach you some elementary spells. Are you interested?
Yes.
Splendid. I am pleased to have a chance to give something back. Well then, let's get started straight away.
I just realized I missed a merchant that is actually better than this one. They're all so expensive. These both are very, very good. They're far less slots, you know, as far as number of shots go, but they're far stronger. Full control. Just damage and noise from full. Great heavy soul arrow, magic weapon, magic shield. Yeah, so these are the two I would want to get from him. Maybe even the great heavy. Actually, the great heavy one would be good too. And that as well. Damn, that's expensive.
Goodbye then. Do.
Yep, whatever. Just thinking what's next on the agenda. Guess I need to go down the sewers. It's just a whole other thing in itself. You know what? I'm just gonna go and fight the Capra demon. And then I will call it. Because I think it'll take me at least one more stream to get through Blight-Town. Blight-Town itself is going to be its own thing. Just doing all of this, just getting there. Man, it's a lot. A lot of prep work, a lot of getting things just right. A lot of things to do before I can move forward. dogs around here. Around here. I should think this should be fine. Now the Capra demon, this big giant goat demon beyond here, has 2 dogs, I believe. At least 2, if not 3. Now, there's actually a trick to fighting them. It involves these bombs. I should probably get the other one, although I really don't want to waste them. I'm really not going to be using them anywhere else. I mean, except for a few incidental moments, or for flavor. God damn it. Camera. Now, the trick is to arc them in such a way that it lands on them. Because you can knock out the dogs and even hit the Capra demon for a little bit of damage. But the trick is to aim the arc just right. Because I know there's a spot I could probably be, but it's going to be some trial and error. So first, see if I can even... Nope. It's all about aiming the camera just right. And you only get so many chances. That was not the right direction. Let's try this way. Not even close. That even went through the building. I need to... I don't want to back up too much, otherwise I'm just going to be hitting the corner of this arch. Well, there goes that bomb. God, I suck at this. Now I'm blind. See, the thing is, I can't aim where it arcs. Fuck it, I'm just going to go in. I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna go in. Fuck it. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, that's one dog down. Up first. Okay. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck. Nope. Heal. Ow. Hit the damn thing. I don't care. I'll take the hit. Okay, they're dead. That's all that matters. They're dead. Heal. Okay. Now we got a real fight on our hands. Oh, fuck me. Shield. Thing that just smashed right through you. I mean, he's not a terribly tough boss. With those dogs and being so small in the area, and the fact that this location for him doesn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever in any stretch of the imagination. Because he's from Izalith. That's a fucking place underground. You know, it's literally this world's equivalent of hell. It's where the demons all come from, like him. It's just weird. But he's dead, so that's all that matters. Let's read the damn key that I just got from him. Key opening the door from the lower undead berg to the depths. Those banished from the undead berg eke out their existence in the depths, a damp lair with no trace of sunlight. Nearly half of the depths form a perilous, flooded labyrinth. It's actually not that much of a labyrinth, it's pretty much of a straight shot. So, I will get myself to the bonfire there, I think. Just need to get an... Actually, the only time I find that is in the catacombs for the first time to prompt it. There's a specific type of titanite shard. The upgrade material here, it's a green one, much like the red one here. They do for specific things, like here. You know, crystal lightning weapons for reinforcement. Reinforces fire weapons or chaos weapons. For special souls and for standard weapons. So, yeah. And large is for, like, you know, the next step above here. Then chunks is after that, and then slabs. Big square-looking things. But green ones, those are needed for killing, for upgrading divine weapons. I don't remember where the hell you get the damn things. Also, I just remembered I have this. Let's actually see. No, that's not terrible. Shield that he has. Long sword. Now it looks like a proper knight. But it's way too heavy, so we're going back to the thief outfit. This is a little bit stronger, actually. This is 116 plus 123. That's 123 plus 23. This is 112. Right? Yeah, 112 plus 24 versus 16 plus 23. This is actually the better weapon right now. And I really should actually go and get it upgraded to plus 5. Well, I'm just going to end this stream here, and when I start again, I will be back here. So I'm just going to do a little more backtracking, get things set up that doesn't really need to happen because it's just me going back to Andre, getting that stuff upgraded, and then coming back here. So I will pick up tomorrow for the second half of my journey to Blight-Town. And then the third stream after that, the third one after that. So yeah, this will be another stream, just going through the depths, and probably the catacombs, excuse me, later. I'm not going to start my path to Blight-Town until I get other things taken care of. Because once that's happening, then it's just a straight shot for a few other things, and then I'll be done. I'll probably be done within about, ooh, I'm gonna project about 10 streams altogether. 10 videos for Dark Souls. Okay. Thank you for watching this in my archives, and see you all later.